and opens up the queen and opening with the king's pawn controls the center and opens up the light-squared bishop and queen, often leading to sharp games. e5 is a common response that establishes a presence in the center, controls d4, and opens up the queen and dark-squared bishop. Knight f3 develops the knight toward the center, attacks the e5 pawn, and prepares to castle. Knight c6 develops the knight toward the center, protects the pawn on e5, and eyes the d4 square. The Lopez opening develops the bishop to immediately attack the knight on c6, the lone defender of the e5 pawn. Knight d4 centralizes the knight and attacks the bishop on b5 and the knight on f3. Knight takes d4 captures the powerful knight on d4 and allows the queen to develop on the king side. E takes d4 captures the knight on d4 and controls the important e3 and c3 squares. This move opens the path for your bishop to enter the game. That's not a mistake, but they did not find the best move here. Castling kingside is a great way to protect your king and develop. Their better move was to develop a bishop off its starting square. For sure you had to move away from the threat. This move gives you the opportunity to win their pawn. Your better option was to tactically win a pawn. You get a chance to win material through an eventual fork. Your best move was to tactically win a pawn. They've made a mistake and their pawn is now lost. Your better option was to tactically win a pawn. This move puts their bishop on a safer square. Your better option was to eventually win a pawn. You get a chance to eventually win a pawn. Your best move was to tactically win a pawn, moving their threatened bishop to safety. With that move, you chase the bishop away. A correct move to get their bishop out of harm's way. Pawns are your king's first line of defense. Moving this one creates unnecessary risks. Their better move was to force an isolated pawn. Your pin restricts your opponent's pawn. Their knight comes into play, attacking the center. This move is okay, but not what I would have played. Both kings are castled now. You allowed the opponent to capture a pawn and win material after the follow-up trades. They capture your pawn and will win material after all trades are completed. You recaptured the piece. A straightforward recapture. You recaptured. A clear recapture. You win time by threatening a queen. A correct move to get their queen out of harm's way. It is good strategy to develop your piece and win a tempo on a knight. They move the knight to safety. That was a fair trade. Recapturing and developing their bishop at the same time. You defended your pawn by pinning the attacking piece. They've brought their piece into play while forcing your queen to retreat. A good choice to move your threatened queen. Your opponent reinforced the defense of their bishop. You found the move that blocks the attacker. They played the strongest move available. You permitted the opponent to win a pawn through an eventual fork. They made one of the top moves in this position. Nice, you found a way to win a bishop. Your opponent had only one good move there, and they missed it. You allowed the opponent to win a bishop through a fork. Your best move was to eventually win a pawn. They've made a mistake, and their bishop is now lost. Their better move was to win a bishop through a fork. You overlooked a better way to win material through a tactic. This move left their rook hanging. That rook was yours for the taking. Their king steps away from the check by your queen. You allowed the opponent to eventually win material. You are now able to checkmate the king. Their best option was to win material through a tactic. Checkmate is always the best move.